Being the child of a US president is like growing up in a fishbowl. Every move watched, every word dissected. And for Chelsea Clinton, the only child of Bill and Hillary, that fishbowl came with pressure, criticism, and a spotlight that never quite dimmed. But instead of hiding from it, she carved her own path as a scholar, author, advocate, and leader. In this video, we're digging into everything you didn't know about Chelsea Clinton's life after the White House, from her Ivy League degrees to her work with the Clinton Foundation, her passion projects, and how she's raising her own family in the public eye. Chelsea Victoria Clinton was born on February 27, 1980 in Little Rock, Arkansas, and she didn't exactly have a typical childhood. Her father was already the governor of Arkansas when she was born, and by the time she was 12, her life changed forever. Her dad was elected president of the United States, and just like that, Chelsea Clinton became first daughter. Let's just stop and think about that for a second. Most kids worry about math tests. Chelsea had to worry about photographers chasing her home from school. To the Clintons' credit, they fiercely protected her privacy. Hillary and Bill didn't want Chelsea used as a political pawn. In fact, the media generally respected a boundary line around her, a line that didn't really exist for other political families. But it didn't mean Chelsea wasn't watching, learning, and growing in the thick of it all. Chelsea wasn't just growing up in the public eye, she was thriving. After starting school in Little Rock, she transferred to Sidwell Friends School in Washington, D.C., once her family moved to the White House. This is the same elite school that later educated the Obama daughters. Chelsea graduated in 1997 with top marks and headed to Stanford University, where she studied history. There, she got her bachelor's degree, but she didn't stop. Not even close. She earned a Master of Public Health from Columbia University, a Master of Philosophy from the University of Oxford, and eventually a doctorate in international relations, also from Oxford. That's 3 major degrees across 2 continents from some of the world's most elite schools. Not bad for someone who once had to do homework in the White House. Unlike a lot of political kids who fall into politics or disappear completely, Chelsea tried something different. She stepped into the corporate world, joining McKinsey & Company, one of the most prestigious consulting firms in the world. After that, she worked for Avenue Capital Group, a hedge fund. People expected her to make headlines. Instead, she just worked, quietly, professionally. No scandals, no drama, just business. Chelsea also became a university administrator. She served as assistant vice provost at New York University and also taught at Columbia's Mailman School of Public Health. Again, not flashy, but full of purpose. And then came the turn toward storytelling. In 2011, NBC News hired Chelsea as a special correspondent. Now, this sparked some backlash, mostly from people who thought she was just getting a gig because of her last name. But here's the thing. Chelsea wasn't covering politics. She was covering stories of everyday people doing extraordinary things in their communities, people who were making real change. It was a short stint, just a few years, but it opened a new chapter in her life, using her platform to highlight others. Then, she did something very few political kids do. She started writing books. Not political manifestos, not memoirs, children's books, books designed to inspire. Here are some of her most popular titles. It's Your World, Get Informed, Get Inspired, and Get Going. A fact-filled guide for kids about making a difference. She Persisted, a picture book about 13 American women who made history. She persisted around the world, like the original, but global. Start Now, focused on helping kids start making positive change in their lives and communities. Don't Let Them Disappear, a book about 12 endangered species and why saving them matters. The Book of Gutsy Women, co-authored with her mom, Hillary Clinton. It's packed with stories about courageous women who change the world. These aren't vanity projects. They're meant to give kids the tools to care, to learn, and to act, and they've sold. Big time. While her parents' foundation has had its share of political firestorms, Chelsea has quietly been the engine behind a lot of its most impactful work. As vice chair of the Clinton Foundation, she's focused on early childhood development, women's empowerment, global health initiatives, climate change and sustainability, economic opportunity in underserved communities. Her style is different from her parents. Less press, more projects. She's about real impact, not just press releases. She travels, she leads panels, she works with global leaders, scientists, and activists. And behind the scenes, many say she's the one keeping things on track. In 2010, Chelsea married Mark Mezvinsky, a successful investment banker. Their wedding was a massive media event, 500 guests, Rhinebeck, New York, no expense spared. But after that day, they kept it chill. They have 3 kids: Charlotte, born in 2014, Aiden, born in 2016, Jasper, born in 2019. Chelsea often says being a mom is the most meaningful job she's ever had, and you can tell she means it. She and Mark live in New York City and live fairly normal lives, all things considered. Sure, there's security, sure, there's press, but they go to school events, they walk to the park, they're just a family. So, whatever happened to Chelsea Clinton? She got smarter, she got stronger, she found her voice, she built a life around meaning, not media, around facts, not fame. She's writing books, raising kids, teaching students, and tackling real-world problems. She may not run for office tomorrow, or ever, but she's already made her mark. Chelsea Clinton didn't just grow up in the White House, she grew up in the spotlight and found a way to shine without losing herself.